This is Control Alt Wow. We're on iTunes, and you can find us at controlaltwow.blogspot.com. Please look for us, and we are a virtual reality podcast. Thank you for joining me in my virtual reality. If you haven't tried virtual reality, try it soon. Hello and welcome to Control Alt Wow, the podcast for those of us who love virtual reality and love playing video games. Today is Monday, March 11th, 2024, and this is episode 809 entitled, Yes, the Quest 3 is different and better in some areas from the Apple Vision Pro. I'm AprilPvd, your host, and we're going to start today with an interview of a character named Where Are You? WARERU. And we're going to talk about his virtual reality experiences. Join me now. Oh, Tangle Cove.
How come?
Huh? How come?
How
I want
come?
to interview you
Oh, okay.
for my
Tangled
podcast.
Cove?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll meet you there with Kai.
Tangled Cove. Tangled Cove. Okay, got it.
So I'm going to be interviewing a interesting person. He's a little weird, but I like him. Hey. Hi, and welcome to Control Alt Wow, the podcast for those of us who love virtual reality and love playing many characters on video games. I'm here today with Where Are You?
Hi, everyone.
How long have you been playing virtual reality?
I've been playing virtual reality for 3 years now.
So you started off with a Rift or PlayStation?
Actually, with an Oculus, so it would be a Rift, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Okay, or the
Yeah.
Oculus One, the first standalone.
Actually, the Oculus 2. I started with that, I believe. Yeah. When it first came out, when it was new, basically.
And what were you playing when you first came out? When it first started playing?
When I started playing was I actually don't remember that. I really
Was
have
it?
bad
Did you play
memory when I
Rec
started.
Room? Did you play?
I don't actually believe what I remember playing actually. So sorry.
It's
But
okay.
but
What?
I
What?
believe one of them was Gorilla Tag actually. One
Oh,
of them was
Gorilla
Gorilla
Tag.
Tag, I believe.
Okay. Oh, are you
Yeah.
12 years old?
No, I
No.
am
Okay.
actually 21 years old.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you've been playing this since you were a teenager. Okay. So what attracted you to virtual reality?
How basically you can like invest yourself inside the game. I thought immediately that it would be spectacular to basically like actually be the character instead of the limits that you have on keyboard and mouse, where you can't really physically move the way that you want to and stuff like that. I know a lot of people could disagree with that with me, but I just feel like this is me more than PC.
Did you play PC games prior to doing VR?
Yes, I've been playing actually console games and PC games. I've been playing Xbox games my whole life, until like a certain point, of course, and I've been also playing PC games.
Do you still play what we call flat screen games?
I still play them. I actually, uh, my family is actually, we're in the business basically. Like I
Oh,
know my dad's in the business, and I'm going into the business of working on video games.
oh, okay. That's interesting. So how long have you
Yeah.
been playing Zenith?
I've been playing Zenith for 2 years now.
Oh, so you played it since
Yeah,
day one.
it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay. And do you play? I see you that you're a blade. Do you play mainly blades, or do you play anything else?
Well, for me, I prefer Blade Master. I'm just starting with Mage, and and ninja, but I really just prefer blade master. I feel like it's more my style of fighting and stuff like that in Zenith.
And I see you're a tank right now. Is that your main go-to?
Um, Actually, I go to with all three.
Oh, okay,
If
okay.
anyone needs me with any type of support or support or DPS, I would go there too. But just tank, I prefer tank. I won't die as much, and I feel like it's more of a buff than dying all the time with DPS and
Right, right. You
support.
just don't do as much damage, but you don't die.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
What's your item level currently?
I would like not to mention that. I like some people to guess what
What's
my
your
item
item
level is.
level? Have you played?
Yeah.
Have you done ASJ?
Again, I don't like to
Okay,
mention a lot
okay.
of stuff that I do.
All the
Yeah.
specifics. Okay, all right, gotcha. Now I
Yeah.
see you have some cosmetic outfits. Where did you get the long coat? Was that from the referral thing?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, it looks
Yeah.
very nice on you. Why do you wear those specific pieces together? Because you
Well,
like
I
them?
can't switch my cosmetics together, really, to tell you on this truth. I like wearing the cloak. It makes me like I have phantom sense, if you know what
Mm-hmm.
that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um yeah, so I have phantom sense and just wearing a coat over like the character just makes me feel cozy and warm,
And you're
you know?
wearing the cooking hat too. I noticed that.
Oh yeah, the cooking hat. I usually actually wear the
The
Christmas hat
Santa.
actually.
Okay, that's from
Yeah,
one
the
of the
Santa hat. Yeah,
the holiday events. I want to. I want
exactly.
to. You can say thank you. You're welcome for the cooking hat. I cooked like 600 orange rabbit smoothies.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
So if you wanted to say something to somebody who wasn't in VR and you wanted to kind of get them to get in VR, what would you say?
Well, I would say to them, VR is a very nice experience that you can go into,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically invests a lot of your time inside the game. So I would basically recommend some games where you get to like bond with people, like get to know people, like Zenith. Zenith
Yes.
is an amazing game where you can see people and meet them, get to know them,
Right.
and
We
so
have, in
many
fact,
things.
we have established a kind of bond where we get
Yeah,
excited when we see each other in game. We don't play that much together, but we find each other in the main place where we hang out, and it's exciting to see you, and it's neat because.
exactly.
And I
Yeah,
feel like
100%.
because I'm in the same space with you now, I'm in Rhode Island. Uh, are you in Midwest? You sound like you have an American accent, but if you don't want to say, you don't have to.
No, I don't prefer to say. I'm sorry, but
Okay. No, no,
I'm
no
good.
worries, no worries.
Yeah.
But you've met people from all around, haven't you?
Yes, yes, I
Yes.
have. Oh my god, so many people I met in Zenith. I love the community. There's
Mm-hmm.
no one that's like very toxic or anything like that. It's just everyone knows everyone, and it's just a really good community that you can just talk to. You have your own like if you have your like you can make your own group and they can join groups. We can always do like this stuff. We have a huge community that everyone knows everyone, and it's like an amazing feeling, you
Have
know?
you ever
Where
gotten
like
bored here?
actually no.
Yeah, me either.
I never got bored in Zenith. Like when you get to 40, right? There's a lot to do after that. But even if you don't want to do this kind of stuff, you can still roam around, help people out, well, helping hands,
Right.
help
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
around and stuff like
Right.
that.
Have you
I
worked on
just
your
yeah.
apartment?
Oh yeah, the apartment. I'm actually saving enough money to get one of the last parts that I need for my apartment.
Oh, okay.
But
You
yeah,
do know
yeah,
that you can share the money amongst your characters. Did you know that?
true,
Yeah, you
true,
can
true. But I
sell.
want it more difficult on myself, you know.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I only mention that because I feel like if I ever get to the point where I've done everything I can do, that's my last fallback because I have ideas I want to do. Like I figured out you can take the walls and move them to floors, the glass walls. I mean, yeah, the glass walls, and I want to make a glass floor dance floor, and
That
put
is
stuff
smart.
underneath it. Yeah, so there's so many
That's
things you can
super
do
freaking
here.
smart.
What's
Yeah.
the what pets do you like the most?
I like the speed pets, like right now the butterfly, and I also have the other pet as well. I believe it's
That's mine.
this. Oh, of course, I knew that. I have my favorites are my main four basically. It would be the frosted striped tail, the
Okay.
spring bow,
Okay.
uh, and the fairy fly, and the dazzling fairy fly.
Okay. Great. Great. I just got the
Yeah,
dazzling fairy fly. As you can see, it's level 9. Now, have you gotten a
yeah.
Kojiko from Sajeko? A Kojiko?
Um,
The deer?
I don't like grinding as much
Oh, okay.
as
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And where so this is I took you here to Tangle Cove. We're in Tangle Cove. And this is my peaceful spot. Is there a peaceful spot that you like in Zenith?
Wow. There's so many peaceful spots in Zenith. It's it's like there's so many. I believe actually hold up, let me get the map on. Because as a solo player, when I used
Mhm.
to be a solo player,
Mhm.
I used to actually go so many places. And my tops are basically the top of actually I found this one recently. The top of the celestial throne, the
Okay.
tippy top where
Oh,
the castle
oh,
is.
I have to try
I
that.
love that spot. It's
Okay.
one of my favorite spots.
Yeah.
Um, I believe also very high places for me. I love high places. There's
And there are
so like
a lot of
there's so many, and I just
yes.
love just like looking around. Oh, in Fractured Plains, you know the flying islands and Fractured Plains.
Yes. Yeah. Those are nice.
Those places, oh my god, I just love just chilling there and
Speaking
hanging
of the
out and stuff like
celestial
that.
throne, how was it when you did the climb?
Oh, I know mine's not really a popular opinion, but I loved it. I did it multiple times, and I helped people going up there. Even if you had like problems like with heights, it's totally understandable. I believe actually you can contact the Discord, and they
I
can
did
actually
that. I did that.
yeah
Winter teleported me up there because I was stuck up there for 2 weeks, terrified to move up.
yeah there you go.
And you know, it's
Yeah.
interesting you brought that up because somebody mentioned to me, I mentioned it to somebody how I feel like I wasn't valid as a raider because I haven't done the climb, and he said, and this I blessed him. I wish I could remember his name. Was it Gandalf? Anyways, whoever it was said, I envy you because if you can't do the climb, it means that you are so immersed in the game that it seems real to you. And for some
Wow.
people, it just seems like a computer screen. And so it's a feature, not a bug.
That's actually a really really good way to say it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
100%. Yeah.
anything else you want to add before I close out?
Well, whoever's watching this, I just want to let you guys know I cannot wait to see you guys in Zenith.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that the other thing. What other games do you play?
I also played this one other game, and it's called Cards and Tank Cards.
Oh, okay. It's a magic, kind of like a Magic the Gathering game.
Exactly, and
Okay.
I'm really loving it right now.
And
Yeah,
it's great because it's multiplayer, so you end up playing with other people. Okay.
exactly.
And my last question: do you play standing up or sitting down?
I've been sitting down since I've been playing this game, and since I
Okay.
will die.
All right. Well, thank you. Where are you? Oh, and you change your name. I love that part. Sometimes you're girl. Where am I? And
Yeah,
today you
yeah.
are. Where are you? All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me on Control Alt Wow, and
Anytime.
I can't wait to see you in the game
Yeah, same.
again. All right. Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out. Oh. So that was nice. That was Where Are You? He's a very nice player. I enjoy his company whenever I see him. And that's a big part of of this game is that you run into the community. So today I want to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about, and I've been working on this piece for a long time, and I hope I can get it out and get it right. I have been on the fence about Apple Vision Pro. Of course, I don't have one because I don't have $3,500, and I have nothing against it. I think it's a wonderful entertainment option. I worry when people see it and think of it as maybe a representation of virtual reality, but it's more virtual watching than virtual reality. When I think of virtual reality, I think of being in an environment and having a 360-degree movement, and also about moving within that environment. It seems to me from all the videos I've been watching that it's a lot of it is about staying in one place. Now I play Zenith, and I play all of my, except the roller coaster ones. I play all of the virtual games standing up, and I find that I get some exercise from doing that sort of movement while I'm standing up. Sometimes I actually I lift my legs up while I'm moving, or while I'm walking in Zenith to get some exercise. So there are 3 parts of being on the Quest that is a lot different than being on Apple Vision Pro. Now we know Apple Vision Pro has better optics. Apple Vision Pro is better for watching movies. In fact, I want to say I have yet to successfully watch a 3D movie with the Vision Pro. And at the same time, I don't know if I would want to. The only times I've ever watched a movie on the Vision Pro was while I was on the elliptical and I was watching Hamilton or something else. I've watched different Doctor Who and Black Mirror, but I'm doing something else, and that's the thing that I like best about Quest, is that you can actually do stuff. So number 1 is being immersed, and number 2, I can do things. I can play tennis. I can play and it's like the Wii but on steroids, because you're in the tennis court, you're facing opponents. I can box, I can do workouts, and I can get physically moving. And of course the third part about it is that I can afford the Quest 3. I could never, and even that, when it first came out, I was pushing my limits at the time to get the $500 up to buy it, the Quest 3. But back when I was working and I had more disposable income, getting the Quest 2 was easier. So I like the fact that the Quest is within reach, and if somebody right now is thinking of virtual reality, and even some of the things that Apple Vision Pro does as far as immersive videos, there are a ton of immersive videos. I have done things. Yesterday I went out into the middle of the ocean and watched people feeding sharks, and they were right in front of me. And then I went up to Mount Everest and watched people climbing Mount Everest, and I could enjoy the vista. And then I went to Venice and it was amazing. And these are the things that you can do on Quest for under $500. In fact, I've heard the Quest prices have been dropping. So that's the thing. I mean, Apple Vision Pro looks wonderful. If somebody wants to give me one, I would take it and watch 3D movies all the time and sit on my couch and pinch and stare. I would, I don't know if I would want to do any kind of computer editing with this on my head. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. There was some question about comfort, and the Quest. I am wearing my Quest anywhere from 3 hours at a. Sometimes I wear the least amount of time I spend in my Quest is 2 hours. I have gone as far as an 8-hour day in my Quest headset, Quest 3, and mainly because I am wearing the Bobo Halo that sits on my head nicely. It's actually resting across my forehead and across the top of my head, and I never have any inflammation or any pain or any discomfort on my face. Now, of course, that was an additional fee when I bought the headset. I actually used their upgrade kit to upgrade from the Quest 2 headset, Halo headset, and to this one, so that worked out really well. It was a $15 kit. All right, so let's get going with what I've been doing in my week. And I have been leveling my 3 characters. I am currently on my ninja. My ninja is, and here's the thing with being in Zenith, is your characters, the maximum level you can get is 40, but you can increase the levels on your gear, and there's several paths to doing that. And the community, I want to give a shout out to Easy Community because they have listed a lot of the path and the objectives on their website that makes it easier. So for instance, I have a level 55 mask headpiece that I got from using Marks of Twilight, which you get from doing the Tomb Keeper raid. So the path is different. Some places, some things you can get by drops, and some things you can get by making it with what you get out of doing an instant. So I did the Tomb Keeper, which is a very hard raid. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'll put a quick clip of me playing the Tomb Keeper here. And if you are listening on the podcast, you can go to the show notes, and I'll put some screenshots in the show notes. And then that's a level 50 raid, and as you progress through that one, you will get better gear. And then once you do get better gear, then there are certain other things that you can grind for to level up the gear that you have. Sometimes it's things like making dewy sky seeds, or making let me see, I can actually look at my I will tell you exactly, because I can go to the community, Easy Community, and I'll put a link in the show notes. For instance, when you start out, you can get the Tomb Keeper raid and the what's called the Empowered Celestial Legendary Weapons can be leveled up using Marks of Ancients and Marks of Theteris, and Radiant Crest. And I know these sound like nothing that you can understand at this point, but you get those marks by doing dungeons and doing raids, and the whole joy of getting together with people in this game is part of what makes it so good. You have to have a community. You have to work with others. You have to seek out people. This is not a solo player game. I would recommend that if you did want to do solo player, you might want to try Asgard's Wrath or something like that, and that's more geared towards playing on your own. But to get to the level, and again, it's just like when you play World of Warcraft. To get to a level to do a certain dungeon, then you need to get to the next level to do the next level. And of course, right now the final raid is ASJ, Ascended Sociable, and I'm gonna put a little clip here now for those of you. I have been working on I'm also going to put a link to the video of my latest successful Ascended Sociable run. It's very complicated. There are many steps and many things you have to do and work together as a group to to successfully take her down. The biggest thing is that you only get 12 lives. You have unlimited time, but you only get 12 lives. And once you someone has you've lost 12 people or revived 12 people. So the group starts out with 8. And if no one dies and you get to the end, then you're great. If someone dies, if someone dies 12 times, then at the end, no one can, if someone dies, they can't be revived. And each group is crucial. I usually go in on either my ninja, because my ninja has a certain skill called staggerizer, which means that I can shoot a green arrow, and I have a chance of making the boss stagger, and that it allows 2 things. It stops her from doing damage, so people that are fragile can go in and do damage, and then it also increases the amount of damage that is done to her. I also go in on my blade, and there's a whole bunch of things I'm doing. I'm trying to get, for instance, my blade has I'm using my blade as support, which means that she can do heals, and she can help other people to do their job better. She has certain skills, but one of the skills that she really needs is judgment. And she currently doesn't have judgment on her as an augment. And I've been running different instances, well, particularly Outlaw Grove, and I've been running, going out and killing certain mobs that have a chance of dropping that augment. So there's a lot to do in Zenith, but the biggest news about Zenith is that they changed a lot, like Population 1 did. They changed their basic system, and originally they were Zenith, the last city, and now they are the Nexus, which is comprised of Zenith, the last city, which is now what's called a DLC, or downloaded content. And they have a new side called Infinite Realms, which is free to play. So you can actually now download Zenith and go to Infinite Realms and play for free without having to pay anything. If you want to come to this side, which is the TLC side, the last city, you have to then upgrade or pay the fee for the downloaded content. But otherwise, no. Go lay down. Sorry, my dog is trying to get my attention. I'm going to take her out in a moment. Otherwise, you can play in the Infinite Realms for free, and it is a lot of fun. There are a variety of things. It's not the same as TLC. You only get a bow and some other hand throwing things to do there. But you can also buy zennies to upgrade your equipment, or to buy cosmetic equipment and buy different things. But it's a lot of fun. I don't play it as much because I really feel invested in Zenith. But if you are interested in trying it, you can go there for free. You can just click on the thing on your Meta app and download it. The other thing I've been playing Dungeons of Eternity. And I also, what else was I playing? I was playing something else. Oh, I played some Derail Valley, which is the game where I drive a freight train, and that's always a lot of fun. So I have been having a blast in virtual reality. I have also been getting exercise, and the exercise has been so good. I have opted to I tried something new that has been really successful for me. I got some weights for my wrists and for my ankles. So when I play, I have the wrist and the weights on, and I have felt the difference. As I'm playing, as I'm doing things in VR, I am exercising my body and I'm getting muscle tone. So that's worked out a lot, very well for me. And I would recommend it for anyone else. Let me see, I'm checking my notes to see what else I wanted to talk about. Doo, doo, doo. Okay, I think I've talked about everything that I wanted to say. It has been a really good week for me. I've also started a new tutorial on Zenith, and I'll put links to that in the show notes as well. I go over the first few levels and some things like inventory management and what to do when you first start in Zenith. And I'm working a little bit harder on that. So I think that about covers everything I've been doing. And I am loving virtual reality. I'm looking forward to the summer when I can get out more. Yeah, I think that's about it. I can be reached at CTRL altwow@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter, and you can also find me on Instagram at AprilPvd on Instagram. I am enjoying VR. If you have any interest in VR, let me know. I would look forward to seeing you. And I want you to check out AprilPvd on YouTube because I'll have the full video on that channel in my interview with Where Are You? Thank you for joining me in my reality. I hope your reality is as good as this. All right, I think that's good enough. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments below. I hope that you will like, comment, subscribe, and share. This has been Control Alt Wow. You can write me at controlaltwow@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Control Alt Wow. And you can find me on Instagram at AprilPvd. Find me on twitch.tv /AprilPvd for live streams. And I hope to see you in your reality.